Hello everyone, this is Aftab Hussain from Tabaz Physiotherapy and Rehabilitation Center, Palakkad. Today my topic is diabetic pains. There are 77 million people affected with diabetes in India. It's purely due to the high calorie intake and less active lifestyle that we are going through right now. Diabetes is a condition in which all the systems of the human body are affected. It affects the cardiorespiratory system, it affects the digestive system, the excretory system, the reproductive system, and most importantly, it affects the nervous and musculoskeletal system. I call it most importantly because affecting the nervous and the musculoskeletal system is the most important root cause for all the diabetic pains. So what is the current trend in the management of diabetic pain? You are diagnosed with diabetes, and as years pass by, you start to get all kind of joint pains, the muscular pains, etc. And then you directly go to your diabetologist or your physician, and then you start with the management of the pain management, and then you are directed to a physiotherapist for further physical therapy managements. But my question is, why don't we educate the people? Why do we let it happen? Why don't we try to prevent the consequences of diabetes mellitus? What are the benefits of exercises in diabetes? Exercises directly or indirectly benefits all the systems that could be affected with diabetes mellitus. There are some barriers and major excuses that everyone would give for not exercising. Exercises are boring, they're time consuming, they're too busy to exercise, and what we commonly see in our part of the world is the fear of stray dogs, and also most importantly the fear of hypoglycemic episodes. Hypoglycemic episode is a state where the sugar levels would drop to a dangerous low and the patient starts to shiver, they enter into a confused state, and also they could even collapse, for all which awareness and motivation is required to bring them back into exercises. Various kinds of exercises that can be done by people with diabetes mellitus. But I'll talk about the important few kinds of exercises, but remember, the exercises should be tailor-made for each individual. The most important forms of exercises are the aerobic or endurance training, the resistance training, the flexibility training, and also the balance and proprioceptive exercises. To talk about the aerobic or endurance exercises, they include the walking, cycling, jogging, dancing, or engaging into any kinds of sports, even swimming. With the help of an aerobic endurance program, the body weight can be reduced, the cholesterol levels can be reduced, the blood glucose levels can be maintained, blood pressure levels can be maintained, the cardiorespiratory endurance can be improved, by all which all kinds of strokes, the brain strokes, the cardiac arrest, the heart attacks, and all can be prevented. There are studies saying that 12 weeks of aerobic program can reduce your HbA1c levels by 0.8%. Next kind of exercise is the resistance training or the strength training, in which you can use your own body weights, or you can use a resistance band or a TheraBand or a resistance tube, or even you can hit the gym to improve your muscle mass, your muscle strength, and also indirectly you can improve the bone density, which can help you in preventing conditions like osteoporosis and all kinds of muscular aches and pains. The next kind of exercise is the flexibility training. In diabetes mellitus, you would have commonly seen people complaining about a shoulder pain. It's called the frozen shoulder or a periarthritis shoulder, in which they find it difficult to lift their arm above 90 degrees or even to take it behind their backs, which makes it difficult for them for the hairdressing and also the other dressing. This is because in diabetes mellitus, as years pass by, there's something like a sticky net-like structure that binds over all the joints in a body, most commonly in the shoulder joint, which reduces the joint range of motion drastically and which makes the active daily living of that particular person really difficult. So by the flexibility training or a stretching protocol, all these kinds of sticky nets over the shoulder joint or other joints in a body can be prevented, and the range of motion can be maintained and our mobility can be improved or increased. The next important form of exercise is the balance and proprioception exercises. In diabetes mellitus, when the nervous system of the body is affected, it could lead to something called the peripheral neuropathy, in which the sensations of the foot and the ankle is disturbed. The patient finds difficult and hard to stand and even walk because they are not able to judge where they are placing their foot, and it could lead to increased risk of fall and there could be recurrent falls. So that is why balance and proprioception exercises are very important. There are various kinds of exercises that can be done to improve the balance of the patient and also the proprioception of the patient, by which you can reduce the risk of fall. So those are the 4 kinds of important exercises that everyone with diabetes mellitus should follow. And today, as we are talking about the prevention of consequences of diabetes mellitus, it is very important to touch upon another important topic, that is footwear selection and your foot evaluation. Remember, footwear selection is extremely important and it could help you save a huge medical bill. So get to your physiotherapist or a podiatrist, get your foot evaluated, and if they find any kind of abnormal arches or high pressure areas, you should consider to get a custom insole which will help you in offloading the high pressure areas and also correct your arches. And so before we end today's topic, let me remind you there are various concerns and guidelines that has to be taken care before fixing an exercise protocol for an individual. As I told you earlier, every exercise protocol is tailor-made for each individual based on their baseline health conditions. It differs, and also based on their age groups, the exercise protocols, the frequency of the exercise, the intensity of the exercise, the types of exercise, everything differs. So let me tell you, meet your physiotherapist as early as possible. Let me put it this way, meet your physiotherapist as soon as you are diagnosed with diabetes mellitus. Get a structured exercise, tailor-made exercise program and start doing those kind of exercise other than just walking or other than just trying to put your sugar levels down by restricting your food intake. Also add some of your resistance training, aerobic and endurance training, flexibility training, and also most importantly the balance and proprioceptive training, and also, as I told you, your footwear, which is very important. So work on that, get yourself a structured program and live your life pain-free. You can live with diabetes pain-free. That is my take-home message for today. So please do not forget to share this piece of information with your loved ones, and also hit the subscribe button to get many more informative videos like this. Have a great day, guys. God bless you.